these are the Renewal Grasp. They are currently one of the most popular options for exotic armors in the game because they give nearly the same amount of damage resistance while standing inside of them as being in a super. But I was curious, is it possible to have more damage resistance than a super in PvP? Well, in order to test that and in order to see if you can survive an Izanagi's body shot with 4x sharpness, all we needed was my friends Emily, Legacy, and Marksman in an 8-second travel montage. You may be curious why I'm using this bow, and this is for a good reason. A precision frame bow that is perfectly drawn will deal 101 damage to the body. That means that our damage dealt can be simply subtracted from 100 in order to get the percentage blocked within a 1% of an accuracy. Just an ice crystal. Alright, so that's about 25% damage resistance. Okay, that's pretty significant.
That adds up to what I've heard.
Our first test was with just one stack of damage resistance, which was 76 damage, or in other words, 25% damage was resisted. And that's a pretty big number for just a singular stack. Just from there, we're about 25% damage resistance away from matching the natural damage resistance of a super. But what's interesting is that damage resistance probably doesn't work like you would expect. 65%, so what is that? 35% damage resistance? That's pretty good. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and throw in which one does I think the Renewal Grasp does more, right?
Renewal's X3.
X3. Okay, so we'll do the Omni Oculus now. At 2 stacks of resist, we are only getting a 35% damage increase, a mere 10% increase in resistance compared to our initial single stack of 25%. And this somewhat makes sense because Bungie is intentionally granting a diminishing return on players' resistance so that they can't be incredibly tanky. And our next test is at 3 stacks at... Hi, this is me. Smarter, future me. Damage resistance is bullshit. It makes no freaking sense. Why? The test you just saw was 3 stacks of resistance, not 2. Okay, so I made a mistake. Just reshoot, make the correction right. Wrong, you stupid idiot. Damage resistance makes no freaking sense because at 2 stacks of damage resistance from the Stag, which that and the Omni Oculus are the only way to get 2 stacks of damage resistance, you actually get less damage resistance than if you had just 1 stasis crystal and thus 1 stack of resistance. And I thought you just had that. Well, Misum, you clearly are just using 2 different types of resistances is also wrong, you absolute doorknob, because these buffs stack like they're lifelong siblings coming together after years of college away from home, coming back from university after studying ways of making playtesters want to pull their eyeballs out with a rusty spoon by causing psychological damage. Anyway, enjoy.
That's 2.
No, we're not in it. That's still the same amount.
Yeah, I'm at ×3.
I'm not doing any more.
Now I'm at ×4 because I'm invis.
Huh. Interestingly, you can't stack the damage resistance from stasis crystals, Stag, and the Renewal Grasp. The only way to get up to the maximum stacks of damage resistance at 4 stacks is with an Omni Oculus included. Yeah, it does not get any higher. So it'll stack up to 4 times, and then that's it. At 4 stacks, we have reached the upper limit. We are at our 50% damage resistance, and that's pretty good. We are able to match Super's damage resistance. But that's not good enough. What if we were to take that and push it further? Is it possible to go even further beyond? So our next test was with Dodge from Bottom Tree Arcstrider. We figured it might be worth checking out, even though we aren't getting the extra resistance from stasis, but much to our surprise, this is going to require actual coordination. Okay.
Wait.
Wait, you know I can make this easier, right?
Are you gonna put on the 1 helmet?
Yep.
That's what I was about to recommend.
Yeah. Not a bad idea. Alright, Rift, Invis, Dodge. Let's try it again.
Okay, gotta get vision.
Wait. Ready? Gotta tell me when you're about to dodge.
Alright, sorry. I'm dodging now.
The sheer power of Bottom Tree's resistance is more effective at mitigating damage at 56% damage resistance than all 4 stacks of the stasis and resistance together. And this is where things get interesting. There are 2 weapons that can reduce incoming damage even further. The first one is the Heir Apparent with the Catalyst.
With arc or without
Okay,
arc?
that's actually, so the
You have an arc
shield.
weapon?
What's up?
Okay, no.
No, it's not arc. It's not arc. Yep. Okay, so yeah, we're getting something out of that. Yep, we're getting even further. That's 75%. Renewal Grasp?
But
25%. We're still, okay, we're hitting max right here. I don't know if it's gonna cause problems here, but let's hit it with the Invis and the Renewal Grasp. Oh, your shield's invisible. Oh, that's weird. Your shield's invisible. Oh, your shield's invisible. That's wild.
really?
That is
Yeah.
terrifying.
Huh. Pretty good, right? But not good enough. The second source of damage resistance comes from swords. We started with a Sword Master's Guard Falling Guillotine, which surprisingly... Does this have a higher guard stat?
Nope, worse.
Oh, yeah. That is, what is that? 55%? But not as tanky as the Almighty Lament. Wow, that's a lot. What is that, 65%? Blocking. Ooh. Oh, okay. So that did 27. So what is that? 63%? Dang. Okay, so those stack. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's do the Stag Rift and the Ice Crystal. And the block. 23%. We're even less. We're getting even smaller. That was 23 damage. So 67 damage. 67% damage block. Let's try Renewal Grasp, Stag Rift, and the Invis with the block.
Can I even? Okay.
Yeah. We're down to 17 damage. Wow. Okay. So we are really close to 90% damage resist right there. So what is that? 83% damage resist with just 17% of damage not being absorbed by a buff. We wanted to know, can you take this extreme 83% damage resistance to the point of surviving an Izanagi's Burden body shot with 4 stacks of sharpness? You can't jump off, like I said, won't get your...
No.
Here we go. Alright, come on back.
Where is Invis Punish?
That's me.
You got legacy. Alright, I'm gonna load a shot. Oh yeah, it's this button now. Alright, let's wait for Renewal Grasp to come up too.
I got it.
Invis. Block. That did 55 damage. That did so little.
Was that times 5?
That was times 4. That did 55 damage. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I might end up taking this again and testing this with supers, but frankly, this was incredibly impressive. So to answer your question, yes, it is very possible to gain more damage resistance than a super. Hope you enjoyed. Bless your faces. Deuces.